What is up, fanboys and fangirls? Welcome back to another episode of the What the Fanboy Show.
It's been fun to play with.
Tyler is over here showing us all of his
Don't tell everybody.
power
it's a
moves.
Secret.
Okay, he's been making power moves in college football.
He's
land.
doing things with.
I'm building an entire DC Comics universe college football conference in Team Builder, and I'm way too into it. Like, I have a notes thing in my phone that when I think of ideas and naming things, I write them down. I write all the colorways and logos I find. It's a problem.
He's an animal.
Sounds like a good time to me. I don't know.
It was pretty fun. I actually only brought my laptop tonight so that I could look at things.
So
You guys are talking about Alien.
Oh.
Yeah, don't tell anyone, but I'm going to tell you all.
Yeah, exactly. Don't tell anyone. And then you
It's one of those things I was thinking
about it.
I was talking to Dana about this morning, and I was like, because I want to post in like the college football Reddit subreddit when I finish these to be like, I made this for you guys to download or for people to download, and it's one of those things I feel like when I post it, people are gonna like kind of be super into it, and I'm kind of scared that DC is gonna take it all down because like they could if they take the logos.
You're not making money off of it.
I'm not. You're right. Yeah.
Come on, DC. Be cool for once.
If anything, they should retweet it.
They should.
Because it promotes their brand. And
should.
they make money off of it, not you.
And then James Gunn sees it, and he
hires
brings
me
you
for
in
a branding
for
thing.
yeah.
So you ever done marketing? What have you done?
I played football.
Yeah. I know football stuff, so if you need football realism in your movies, I got you. Even though it's not easy to make things look real.
No.
In that regard.
But that's okay.
Let's do it in super slow motion.
With CGI snow and a half set. Man.
Just CGI new characters over stuff from Remember the Titans.
There you go.
Just do face replacement.
That and
Put different helmets on them.
That and Friday Night Lights, just repurpose all those scenes from those two movies.
You got like 5 seasons too
Yeah.
of the show.
Oh,
That's
so
true,
much.
yeah,
You have
you
so
have a
much
show.
footage.
Yeah.
Oh my
This is
gosh.
a great idea. Football movies
Rudy.
are easy. Rudy.
Rudy.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Notre Dame wouldn't allow that though.
Oh.
Don't worry. Notre Dame's getting removed from the college football game.
They are.
No, I'm not going to remove
Oh.
You have to, so when you put these teams in, I don't know why we're doing this, but when you put these teams in, you have to remove a team. So I'll like remove schools that don't matter, like UMass, Toledo, like all these doo-doo schools. The 2 Pac-12 schools that don't really exist anymore.
Nice.
Do you remove when you create your teams? Do you remove schools from like the same location ish?
So I thought about doing that, but I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
Like if for like Midway City, are you removing a team from Indiana or something?
It'd probably be Illinois. I'd probably remove like if I were going to do it that way, it would be like Northern Illinois. I would remove and put
University of Northern Illinois Technical School.
That's pretty sweet.
That's going to be the school I'm going to make. University of Northern Illinois Technical School. It's going to be a bunch of nerds who...
Units. Your acronym is units.
Get the unit out on the field. Just a bunch of tech bros.
All you do is recruit fullbacks. They're just units of human beings. They're just out there.
Oh.
So yeah, this has been my fun little project. I've really been
Very
enjoying
cool.
it, so
Very cool. That's awesome.
Can you do this in game?
no, you have to
use
do
the-
it within the browser.
The browser.
Because and I haven't really gone into it, but there's a lot of like sliders and things that you have to adjust, and it's not intuitive on.
Can I do it in my browser
on the
my
Xbox? I assume you can, but I would assume it's a nightmare.
Because it's Microsoft
Edge. Probably.
Which is what I'm using.
You
for
know,
this,
the
so.
browser that all your workplaces require you to use.
Yeah.
Dang it. Oh, too funny.
Except,
All right.
Except for those couple years where they're like, you have to use Internet Explorer.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my gosh.
But like, why?
And then Edge gets released, and they're like, you have to use Microsoft Edge.
And you're like, this is not any better.
Ugh.
All right. Well, thanks for a little college football update, Tyler.
Yeah, when I get it finished up, I'll put it out there.
Nice.
Varsity Blues is a good movie. Baroque.
The Replacements.
The Replacements. Any Given Sunday. There's some good like old football movies.
Dude, there's just a lot of great sports movies.
There are. Has there been a football movie recently? Like just random
Gridiron Game.
Gridiron Gang and
Wasn't there one
Draft
about
Day maybe?
There was one about concussions.
Concussion.
Concussion. That's right.
Yeah. I never watched that
I
one.
didn't either.
I heard it was good though.
Ballers.
Oh, Ballers. They never played football, but they definitely had a.
But it
was a football show.
It was like the agent side, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because The Rock definitely did not look inconspicuous as an agent. But that introduced me to Denzel's son. That wasn't gonna work. He's in that.
With that pillow.
Yeah. Wasn't very comfortable.
Do you need a smaller pillow?
No.
Like this little pillow right next to it might work for you.
The little gray glizzy pillow.
Yeah.
That's right.
Little gray glizzy.
All right. Well, we can hop into some trailers real quick before we get into our main topic review. Luke, do you have some trailers written down?
I only have 2.
Okay.
Um,
I have a couple more,
Okay,
so
good.
we probably should have talked about this beforehand,
probably.
so we
We're
all could
doing
watch
it
them.
live.
We're hanging out.
baby.
This is our conversation on Rings of Power. It's way more fun. So
I have the important one though, which is Craven the Bummer.
The what?
Craven the Bummer. It's the new name.
Oh, is it?
we're rebranding it.
Until Sony non-Spider-Man Spider-Man universe puts out a good movie, where the movie doesn't, it just gets roasted automatically.
Every movie's subtitle is The Bummer.
The bummer.
Morbius,
Venom 2, the bummer.
Morbius 2, The Bummer.
Venom 3, The Last Bummer.
I still cannot believe they're calling that movie The Last Dance. That is...
Madam Bummer.
Yeah.
my
So obviously none of us are here singing this trailer's praises.
You have Teletubby Rhino in this.
Oh boy, Rhino does
He looks like a Teletubby, just evil.
looks rough.
And
What if the Teletubbies actually were evil though? Like we only meet them as children.
Maybe Rhino's one of them.
They grow up to become
He's like their long-lost cousin.
horrible people.
I'm very curious to how this movie is, and not the movie in general, but like how the marketing on this and like this trailer is actually like I just haven't heard people talking about it online.
So there was a really strange, like right after it came out, like surge of people who were like, "This actually looks good," and I thought I watched like the wrong trailer. Because I was like, "Man, why are these people so positive?" Like, great, like I'm happy for them, but like, I don't think we watched the same thing. And then eventually, the rest of the internet was like, "Yeah, this looks bad." And I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm not alone on this island." Yeah, other than that, I haven't seen anything since the day it came out. So.
Yeah.
Hey, it's R-rated though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I watched a Red Band trailer.
I saw quite
saw
a bit of
blood, yeah.
in mine, but it didn't have any swear words, so I can't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess it
That's
felt
the- that's
it
the, like-
felt R-rated to me. It felt like it was really violent. And so at least it's got that going for
I
it.
mean, really, violence always a positive.
Oh, just making your audience smaller though by making it R-rated.
Yeah.
So.
Which
They,
is
they
already...
saw, they saw the success of Deadpool and Wolverine and were like, we can do that.
in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It comes out in 2 weeks.
CGI
It
all
comes
the
out-
blood.
No, not 2 weeks, but
When
I
does
assume it
come
comes out in like October, right? September, October.
Yeah, I think it's not. Isn't it in October? Excuse me, I'm
December
sleeping.
13th.
Is it December? Oh, that movie's
That
really
is a
good.
Christmas movie. let me
December
tell
is
ya.
like loaded with movies this year too. Like there's so many good ones coming out.
Yeah.
DOA
Yeah, that one.
again.
Don't think that's going
But you
anywhere.
know what they could do to make this movie make money?
Ooh.
Because it's what Venom 2 did. Put a Spider-Man in the post-credit scene.
Venom 2 did that?
That's when they show Tom Holland on the TV.
They like. It's,
Oh.
yeah, it's like
They
use
put him in it.
They use
But-
footage
But
from.
people eat that stuff up, dude. 'Cause
Unfortunately.
they're too dumb to not. They're like, "Oh, Spider-Man's in it." It's like, yeah, it's a picture of him on a newscast.
Right.
The only thing I ever remember is Michael Keaton at the end of Morbius.
So speaking of Michael Keaton, I don't know if this is a real thing. I saw this before I left to come over here, but they asked him about Batgirl.
It's a real thing.
That's real?
Yeah.
It's real.
Oh, boy.
There's more than just the headline. You
It's still
probably
pretty
just saw
funny,
the
but-
headline.
I just like it was. He said he didn't care because it was a nice check. It was a big fun movie.
Someone was like, "How do you feel about Batgirl being canceled?" He's like, "It doesn't really affect me. I don't really care. It was a good check, good paycheck, and it was
Big
kind
and
of
fun,
big
yeah.
and fun." And then there is like additional context. I feel bad for the directors and like
Yeah.
everyone else who worked on it, but
I
just for him,
assumed-
he's just not that like he
No.
just doesn't care. He's not that
No.
connected, which I wouldn't. I don't.
I
He
wouldn't
also has
expect him.
Flash
I wouldn't
money,
expect him
so-
to.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't expect him.
But
to
yeah,
do it.
that was a real thing.
I assumed when I read it, I was like, he probably said something along the lines of feeling bad for the creators. And everything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, was like, I don't care if it comes out. Like,
for him
Morbius
personally, yeah.
released on April 1st.
yeah,
That is the funniest release date for that movie.
they knew what it was, dude.
I didn't
a big old
realize
joke.
that.
Yeah.
Did I see that on my birthday? What a horrible birthday!
We
Surely
saw
not.
it super
Surely you
late,
didn't.
and we fell asleep, so I don't remember. But if we did, that means
It's around my birthday.
That
I
means
just
we
love
slept
how
next
you
to
two.
each other on your birthday.
I love how you two fell asleep. Like the story now is that
So
you
now-
guys went to the theater together on Luke's birthday and fell asleep together.
and slept together. Yeah. Don't say fell asleep. Just say slept
Just slept together.
Yeah. Nice. Let's go! Best birthday ever.
except for the Morbius part.
Yeah, the Morbius part kind of sucked, but everything
But
else was
brought,
great.
It brought you together
Yes.
in a new way.
Yes.
And Hunter. Wasn't Hunter with us?
I don't think Hunter saw Morbius with us.
Somebody I thought saw it with us. I'm pretty sure Hunter saw it with us, and we both fell asleep, and he just was like, "Yeah, that was bad."
Yeah, maybe.
I'm like 80% sure he saw it with us. You'll have to ask.
I'll
him.
have to ask him. Yeah.
That's funny. What was your other trailer? So big thumbs down.
Yeah, that
for-
movie. Yeah.
for Craven.
Can't
And
wait to
another
watch
thumbs down for just trying to understand Russell Crowe talk through the entire movie.
I might be South African, I might be Australian, I might be from Canada.
Something does tell me he's gonna have like 4 different accents throughout
Oh,
that
for
movie.
sure.
You just got a honest eye of the tiger.
I do wonder, like,
Tiger.
if you're
Craven the Bummer.
what's his name, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah.
Like, why take that movie? I assume the paycheck was outrageous.
He's not getting into. He's already done MCU.
Oh yeah, that's right. He missed out on DC.
He's not getting there. I don't think he. I mean, there's always a chance for DC, but like this is another
So he's definitely
superhero movie. It came with a big check for sure.
He's
for him.
definitely trying to get into a franchise. It sounds like.
I mean, I think for him, like it's a career move versus like I really care about this character, but it's more of like a hey, if I can get something that may get me 3 guaranteed projects.
Should make a Tenet show based off his Tenet character.
The military dude.
Yeah.
Be cool.
He's in charge of the military squad that goes back and forth.
Back and forth.
You're like, hi, Dave, and the other guy would be like, "See, like, so that out."
Hey, you could have a Nolan.
Evad.
You can have Chris. Not Chris. Who's the other one? Shoot.
Pattinson.
No. The other Nolan. Nolan brother.
Oh, Jonathan.
Jonathan Nolan. You have Jonathan Nolan write it. It'd be dope.
He's kind of busy.
Yeah, but like,
Maybe after Fallout.
yeah, after Fallout. Perfect. Anyways.
Like 7 years from now when we finally end
Luke, what's the
Fallout.
next trailer?
The other trailer I have was the Laura Croft animated show going to Netflix.
Oh, I didn't see this.
Yep. I think it came out today.
I missed this one.
Yeah.
I think it looks super cool. I'm excited. More animated projects, I think, are better.
Yeah, I think we're getting to a point where like the trend was everything has to be live action.
And, yeah.
And now we're like, okay, that's too expensive to do it well, to do everything like that well. So like, let's pick and choose, and then also play with animation and animation styles. And like, I'm falling more and more in love with the variety that animation offers. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, thumbs up.
Didn't watch it, but I'm thumbs up in it because I liked the first little teaser we got, and it didn't seem to have swayed you seeing the full trailer, which I trust that that's a good thing. So,
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I have a trailer on here. I'm guessing you guys did not see. Azrael.
A Batman character?
dude, I was
No.
literally gonna say the same thing.
This is a Samara Weaving after the film So she's like alive post rapture,
Oh.
and
not good.
They're
That's a bad sign.
bad sign.
That's a really bad sign.
So it's like kind of post-apocalyptic in the woods. Then she gets captured, and they're gonna sacrifice her, and she escapes. It just gives me like some like this could be fun. Like it's horror,
I love.
but like Samara Weaving, I
Yeah.
haven't seen something where of hers where I've been like her performance hasn't brought some joy to it.
Yeah.
So
I think the funniest thing, just hearing you describe it though, is like the absolute leap from like she's on Earth post rapture.
yeah.
And the first people to find her are gonna sacrifice her immediately. It's like, oh, they didn't go to heaven. Definitely worshiping Satan. Like it's just a funny leap. But
Yeah, yeah. So it's like one of those like I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued. Versus like I don't. The movie doesn't. It doesn't look like it has a huge budget.
Who's directing it? Do you know?
I can look it up.
Offhand?
No, I don't. Offhand.
Because I mean, if it's a horror film, and I mean that's a fun backdrop for sure to play with.
Imagine surviving. You didn't get raptured, and your thought is, I'm gonna go to the woods.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
That's what I'm stuck on.
I'm gonna go pitch a tent out
You're
there
like,
in the
oh
woods.
no, I missed it. I was wrong.
I'm
going to the woods.
Going off the grid.
Going to the woods.
E.L. Katz.
What?
It's directed by a cat.
By
have they
Kat.
By cats.
He has done
I heard that movie was horrible.
mostly TV show episodes. He did some of Haunting of Bly Manor,
Okay.
Swamp Thing episodes.
Okay. Well, that's a good start.
That would really depend. Both of those are like, what episodes did he direct?
Oh, that's true.
Or
Yeah.
them. What's the E stand for?
Is it episode 5 of Bly Manor? Is the really cool one?
I don't remember. I mean, they're all good.
They're all
episodes.
good, yeah. But there's a couple specifically. I think it's 7 that's black and white. That one's freaking sick.
That episode was awesome. Yeah.
I can tell you,
We're just
he
having
did
a
not.
review of Bly
He
Manor.
did not do episode 7,
Darn. He sucks.
and he did not do episode 5.
Well, he definitely sucks now. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Episode 1, I know, was Mike Flanagan. So.
So rule that one out. You got 5 options left.
I don't know.
It's okay. You don't
Dude,
have
remember
to.
that Swamp Thing show?
Yeah.
The Swamp Thing show that never was. What a bummer, man.
That ended up getting canceled because of tax write-offs in North Carolina.
At least they didn't just write the show off. That's what they
That's
do
true.
now.
They were like, you're going to have to shoot this in Georgia or cancel it. And they were like,
They're
we're
like-
canceling it.
They were like, put the last 4 episodes into one episode. And they just crammed it all in there.
Just smash.
You know what? It was all right.
Smash it all
Remember the
together.
Floronic Man? He's here now. It's like, wait, we just met him.
Blue Devil was just like hanging out.
Yeah, he's just doing stuff like for no reason. Yeah, that's
Like-
true. The last episode of that show is like breakneck fast.
And then the last trailer that I saw, there was a new trailer for the Netflix series Chaos. The Jeff Goldblum is a like god, and like the Greek gods in modern times. It's still a big thumbs down for me.
Oh, really?
No
I don't
surprise.
even know what this is, so
Oh, I think we've talked about it once.
I don't remember.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
maybe I haven't seen anything.
Maybe
of
you
it.
blocked it
Y'all
out.
might have talked about it, and I was just like, whatever. This sounds stupid.
Yeah, fair
Dude,
enough.
speaking of like thumbs down trailers, have you guys seen that trailer? It's a Peacock show, like Those About to Die or something like that.
The Gladiator.
The Gladiator
show?
one.
That show looks bad to me.
It
too.
was on all during the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
looks-
saw it
it
maybe
looks-
100,000.
It looks bad. Watch it be super good.
I just
It's out. We could watch it now.
No, it's okay. Nothing about those trailers made me interested, but now I'm gonna look at them.
they played so many of those trailers so many times that I'll just never watch
Any of
them.
those things. That's fair.
It's like you overdid it. And I probably watched, I don't know, like 300 hours of Olympics.
You watch so many Olympics.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. This past like week has been really hard. Like, I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna play this game because now Olympics aren't on, or I'm gonna watch this show, and then I'm just like, I don't want to do this. I want to watch Olympics. Paralympics starting 2 weeks,
Yeah. So,
a week and a half.
There'll be something.
I'll probably tune in a little bit. Because I actually know somebody that's in them, which is great.
Oh, that's cool.
You know him too.
Casey?
I'm like Casey.
Casey, what's Casey's?
Ratzliff?
Ratzliff?
Wheelchair
Oh, yeah. Sorry. No, I'm just dumb.
Or you just couldn't remember. That doesn't make you dumb.
Trying to make me feel better over here. Thanks, Tyler.
Trying.
Okay. Luke, let's chat about Alien Romulus.
How everybody's gonna hate me, man.
Dude, no, I love this. So I saw both of your guys' reviews.
Letterbox.
Yeah, and I was like,
rankings.
huh.
It was interesting because we were there sitting in the theater watching the credits roll, and just kind of talking about it. I could tell that Luke wasn't quite as like sure where he was. You know, it was one that he was gonna have to sit with for at least a little while, just to I think process some of that.
And I just right off the bat, I don't want to say that I don't think the movie's bad. There's just it's really half of it I don't like, and the other half I do. So like on Letterboxd, I just gave it 2.5
Right down the
stars.
middle, baby.
Right down the
It's
middle.
like I don't even like to think about it because I'm like, well, this is cool, but this is stupid. And you know what I actually realized? This is what I realized thinking about this movie and like thinking about what I'm gonna say tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I really like the Alien franchise that much. Because like I was even looking at my Letterboxd and it's like Alien 3.5, Aliens 4. That's my favorite.
Sure.
I haven't seen 3 and I haven't seen Resurrection
Yeah.
because everybody tells me they're bad. Even Dave Fincher was like, I hate this movie. If you see it, I'm going to punch you. Sorry, bro.
My bad.
Prometheus actually I think is the best movie, but I think it's the worst Alien movie.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird in that way.
If that movie wasn't an Alien movie, I feel like it would be up there in my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Have
But
you guys
they
seen...
just shove Alien down your throat, and it's just like, stop it! You're ruining a good thing.
Have you guys seen the like thing on Threads and Twitter about the dude who's like, Alien is canonically related to Jesus or something?
No.
Have you guys seen-
Yeah, that's
That's like kind of the implication.
Jesus was an engineer
Yeah.
in the writing of Prometheus.
Yeah.
And he took it out of the movie.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
If I find it, I'll send
And
it
the
to you.
reason the engineers are so mad at us, like when they show up,
Mm-hmm.
is because we killed Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what a horrible twist.
Yeah. That's
Linda-
if that would have been in there, it would have been one of the worst twists in a movie maybe ever.
Lindelof wrote it too.
Look, there's a reason why you have multiple like people
yeah.
like working on things, right? Because like not all ideas are good.
And I don't want to like spoil Jesus, but he raised from the dead. Spoilers. It's a pretty cool thing.
You
actually.
couldn't even be mad at him.
It's like, whoa.
Whoa, wait a second.
And then Covenant is just kind of another Alien movie. And that's also where I'm at with Romulus.
Dude, so no, for sure. It's like it's Romulus for me is I have like a little thing here because I knew after seeing your review I probably would need to like be pretty prepared in my remarks because I think there's probably a lot of things we actually agree on. There's just a lot of things I'm going to be able to forgive way easier than you.
I bet maybe some of the more nostalgia things. Maybe. Because, like, there's a lot of references to probably every movie.
Yeah.
And I bet you might like them. Like, I know you laughed during the get away from her line.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, whatever. Just like, didn't need it.
Yeah. No, it absolutely wasn't necessary.
But, yeah. Yeah.
No, okay, so here's
can go now.
my
Is
spiel.
there a cat?
Here's my spiel. No cats. There aren't any cats, right? Is there a cat on the planet?
I don't remember.
I can't remember if there was a cat in one of their houses. Or dwellings.
Sorry, not to sidetrack you.
Okay. Anyways, here's what I said. Here's what I typed out. Alien Romulus is a perfectly good entry into the Alien franchise. While it occasionally leans too hard into nostalgia, It stands on its own with great characters dealing with familiar foes in unique and fun ways. It sticks to a predictable formula while giving us gory kills and some disturbing imagery that the Alien franchise is known for. So that's
The first thing I actually want to respond to that.
yeah.
Gory kills, kind of a letdown.
I thought they were.
They were talking like this was going to be the nastiest thing you'd ever seen. I guess I know which one they're talking about.
Yeah.
Not that bad. Honestly, pretty tame. Especially like just even seeing more clips from Covenant on Twitter this weekend.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just like, yeah, Romulus wasn't close to any of this stuff.
So I thought it was appropriately gory, but actually one of my cons, not that scary.
Yeah.
And that's where I think there's like a difference, right? Like I think you kind of expect
There's like
the
3
gore to come with, or
jump
the
scares,
the
maybe?
scare to come with the gore, right? Like, oh, that should be like, ooh, and like most of the time it's just like, oh,
like
that's gross.
like a chest burster
But-
now isn't scary.
No, and they do something different with a chest burster in this one. It feels very similar. Like they don't go crazy with it, but at the same time, like it's unique in like duration, I guess is what I would say.
He was tired.
he was a tired boy. It's
Now I want a Looney Tunes version of Alien, where the alien pops out and she's like,
but yeah, no, I don't know. I've got some pros, some cons, and some neutrals. I don't know if you.
I've got
Wanna-
pros and cons, and I'll have to weave in my neutrals because my note. Oh my gosh, I need to figure out how to write stuff down better. It's just
Well,
like a mass block.
Sure,
of
just
garbage.
big
on my
old block
screen.
of text there. So going back to something you said, Luke, which is when you were kind of got to the end of your list and you talked about Alien Covenant kind of being it's just kind of there. I feel like Alien Romulus is similar, but in a kind of inverse way. I feel like Covenant still feels like it's in the Prometheus, like Prometheus and Alien are like the bookends, right? And like Covenant's here, and it's like mostly a Prometheus story, but they do a lot to tie into Alien. And I feel like Romulus is kind of right next to it, where it's like it's mostly an Alien story, but they do a lot of work to justify like we got to connect this to Prometheus and
I thought
Alien Covenant.
they were working really hard to try and just connect the franchise.
And I kind of felt like what I wrote down here was how this film connects to Prometheus and Alien Covenant is not necessarily a con, but it felt like it was trying to justify some of those decisions that I would have preferred just be in a different movie.
Whatever.
Like
Ridley's
just
third
let this be an
David
Alien
movie is.
movie and give me the third Prometheus film
Mm-hmm.
and but I get that third Prometheus film is probably never happening. Probably. Like if this one's doing well, I could see maybe
just turn down the budget.
well, and like
Apparently they're making a show.
they are making a show.
It's called like Alien Earth, right?
Noah Hawley.
Takes place before Prometheus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is a very strange.
They're gonna kill Jesus.
It all comes back full circle. So I guess what I'm saying is I agree. Like nothing was so egregious that it really ruined the movie for me.
Yeah.
But I so love Prometheus and what Alien Covenant. I think again it tries too hard to be an Alien movie, but like I love that part of the universe, and I just wanted to see some of those payoffs in a proper third movie over there, rather than tying it into what feels like a very standalone-ish. I mean, obviously it's tied in to, but like really this could be a standalone film,
Yeah.
like a standalone Alien film.
Yeah.
So
And like honestly, there was one thing that annoyed me throughout the entire movie, which I don't know if we're talking about. I don't really.
is
I
it
don't-
spoiler?
well,
spoilery?
It's the android.
We just say Rook.
Oh yeah, I
The
guess
character's name is Rook.
The character's name is Rook. Hated it.
Rook is a con for me.
I don't care if it was approved, and you know what I'm talking about.
I
if
do
you
know what
if
I
you've
do
seen
know what you're
it,
talking
you
about.
know what I'm talking about. It was approved, Don't care. Shouldn't have been on the table.
Was not necessary at all.
And it looked horrible. And I think another reason it annoyed me...
It's a person. Is it Was Her Nuts from the original?
It's...
Here's what I'll do. Slight spoilers. This is for a not... this is for a character, kind of a character reveal and who plays this character, right? Mm-hmm. So there's your spoiler warning. This is an android that has Ian Holmes' likeness. So Ian Holm was...
He passed away like 4 years ago or something?
Yeah, 2020?
Relatively recently.
Yeah, relatively recently. But he played Ash. Ash.
Okay.
Who was like the bad android in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's in this movie a lot.
Yeah.
And his face is deep faked and it does not look good. And it really just annoyed me through the whole movie because it felt like they couldn't let go of the first Alien movie and just let me watch these characters die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm constantly reminded that first movie took place.
I just don't know why there's a there feels like there needs to be a need there. I get you already you have kind of a good android, but the fact that you put that face on Rook makes me immediately distrust him, which is what he ends up being, right? Like he ends up being a distrustful character. Mm-hmm. And so I think it would have served the narrative better had it been a separate android, one we had never met before. You know,
I feel like
we
the consensus
maybe could have
is
trusted him.
I feel like the consensus is it should have been Andy. Because you have...
Well, as soon as you just put the chip in there, I guess you just have him start playing both of those roles, right? Like,
yeah.
It doesn't have to be a separate character. It could just be like he has another character in his head.
Yeah.
That's the... Anyways, okay. Spoiler is over, I guess. Yeah, so I agree, Luke. I think that was a bad decision. It is my number one con.
And I was going to say this earlier. The other reason it annoyed me even more was because they were talking so much about how this, like, there's so little CGI and it's all practical, and it's like, oh, one of your characters is fake.
Yeah, so supposedly they got like a They got an
animatronic.
They got an animatronic. And
they got a voice actor.
Deep faked over.
They deep faked him, and I heard they used AI to. But
it just doesn't. It just doesn't look good. Like honestly,
that initial reveal was like, oh, it is the worst it has ever looked. I think
it's bad. It's bad, and I just don't understand. With
great
part of like, if you're gonna go that route, I think you could have gotten away with having a more damaged face. Just let it be a completely animatronic. Just let it look broken and janky, and like you can have the voice be weird then, and like it looked way too polished and clean for a character who it wasn't the same character.
Yeah.
Like it is a different character. You can just let it be not pretty, I guess, is what my point is. Anyways.
He encountered an alien. F him up. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But get some acid on that face.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that was a unfortunate decision, and it didn't knock down the movie for me quite as much as it did for you, but it definitely still a con. So, you want to go through some of your other jumbled notes?
Sure. I'll go through my cons first, so
okay.
we can be, or at least I can be negative first, and then we can hopefully be more positive, or I can be more positive at the end. The ending. I didn't like the ending. For two reasons.
It was neutral for me. For like, I don't know if it really worked. This is the fourth act you're talking about.
Yes.
The
surprise ending of every Alien movie, which is also always the same. It's always the same. It's always the exact same thing, and it annoys me so much. Ugh. Especially just because, like, that's a spoiler. Okay. Yeah, then nostalgia. There's lots of just references to really every movie, and I didn't need those. And then I don't know what you think about this. I think the aliens grow too fast. And
I don't have anything written down for that. It did feel like everything was accelerated way too fast.
Yeah, I think my main complaint here is just pacing. I never felt like I was really allowed to watch my characters go, what is going on here?
Sure.
It was always...
It's always...
alien, facehugger, alien, facehugger,
It's
alien.
always a reaction, right?
Yeah.
Like, every moment of their journey is just reactionary.
Yeah.
And not... You know, they're not they're not having time to process.
And, like, I feel like this is a complaint I've always had in every single one. Maybe except aliens, because they show up and they're already there.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it just grows up, it feels like, in 10 minutes. And I felt like I felt it more in this one.
Yeah. You know what I think part of it is? About halfway through this movie, we get a countdown.
Yeah, no, I didn't even think about that. They
and
add
like it's constantly okay, we have 40 minutes left in this movie. Like in movie time, not in real time, but like in movie time. And so then it's like I know how fast things are happening.
Didn't even think about that. They add like another villain. It's not a villain, obviously. It's like the space station.
It's an
the space station's crashing.
Right.
I didn't even think about that. Wow, you're so right. Oh, that's my other complaint, but I usually let this one go because every movie does it. It's just gravity. Gravity. Make your rules for gravity and stick to them. I don't care if you do it right. Just do it consistent.
Yeah.
But yeah, did you have any other cons?
Oh, my other con I kind of mentioned earlier. It's just not that scary.
Yeah.
And
There's,
I don't know if
3 jump scares maybe.
Yeah, and none of them are.
They got me. You probably saw me jump.
Yeah. I don't know.
Most of the time, it's a face.
Right. It's a dead human face 90% of the time.
Oh, I just thought of another thing actually.
But I don't know if I've just gotten numb to this. Like, things still scare me, but the alien movies just have not scared me like
I'll ask you this. Do slasher movies scare you?
No. Yeah. That's fair.
The other thing I forgot to add, you mentioned in your little thingy at the front, interesting characters. There's 2 in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The rest are just there, and I was a little more annoyed about one who is knocked out, wakes up and has to run, gets knocked out, wakes up and has to run, gets knocked out, and they really have no role in the movie. And it annoyed me.
That's fair.
There was not. I didn't think there was enough characters in the movie. I want to watch some people die, man.
Yeah, they're really. You have a pretty small cast.
There's 5.
There's 5 of them. I think 2 of them. I agree. The 2 leads are excellent.
They're really good.
Really, really good.
And they're by far the most interesting. The dude who plays Andy, David Johnson.
Yep.
Incredible.
Yeah.
He I don't want to say stole the movie, but he was the best character by far. He was awesome.
Yeah. And then I think Kaylee Spaney as our lead did a really good job of being that. I mean, look, Alien, again, it follows a formula, right? So, like, she is, like, that Sigourney Weaver badass, but not willingly. Like, she gets thrust into it. I really enjoyed her chemistry with, honestly, with everyone.
I don't know, man. She's a cheater, though. She's a cheat.
Even the side characters who kind of the 3. There's boyfriend,
mean boyfriend, nice girlfriend, and Isabel Merst.
yeah. Okay, so yeah. Oh there's four because there's the two girls and the two guys. The pilot, the Isabella,
Yeah.
the mean boy, the jerk, and then the boyfriend.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about him. Wow. His name's Tyler.
Tyler. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I think
He's a dick.
I think
He's all right. He's
yeah, I think
he's all right.
I think she has good. They're obviously none of them are like BFFs, right? In turn, like with her,
They're
they're all
like friends of friends.
yeah. I think for the most part they serve their roles well. There's
Like-
definitely not a ton of character development.
I don't think the characters are interesting, but they're all great at being scared of aliens.
Yeah, true.
Like, I'm not going to deny their talent. Like, they saw Xenomorph and they're like, yo!
Can I also just say I thought the xenomorphs looked good.
Yeah.
I
mean,
know
they're practical.
they have a lot of practical. There's a couple shots, and I think this goes to like cinematography and lighting. I also think are really good in this film.
Dude,
where there's like some
this
trans
movie was really pretty.
some like translucence in the alien's head, and it's just it's just so well lit and shot.
You know what I think is really funny? So I was at home today, and I got a cup of water.
Mm-hmm.
And it was not cold enough, so I went to my freezer and I got some ice. My ice cubes look like a xenomorph head, like the top of it, and I was just like, "Oh, that's kind of funny." So now I'm probably gonna think of that every time I see xenomorph and be like, "Ice cube."
Ice Cube. That's awesome.
Yeah, this movie outside of that one character
Yeah,
is super pretty.
very beautiful.
Like they show us just a space shot, like rings and galaxies, and you know what? I'm just gonna be like, okay, I like that. The face huggers, which is I think the best alien in the Alien movies. There's tons of them, and they're just running around. They look great.
Yeah.
The xenomorphs always look super cool.
Mm-hmm. Acid blood looks good.
They actually used acid blood as like a device, which was nice for once. That was a pro for me.
Dude, I have like pros listed here, and I kind of mention it, but like situations, like the situations that they put their characters in and how they deal with them, I thought they all felt like these are like new, unique ways of dealing with things.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to a point where it's like shooty, you know, spam the trigger, but
Using cheats.
but even in that scene, it was like
She's a hacker, bro. She's gonna be banned.
we've got like she figured out a way to use the space station to give her an advantage. So yeah, I had lots of pros, and I did think the kills were good, even if they weren't
Nasty enough.
super nasty, or you know, yeah. The moment when they find Kay, is it Kay is her name, the Isabella? I can't remember her actress's name either.
Isabella Merced, I think is her name.
When they find her like in the wall, kind of a thing. Like I like that moment, like creepy and gross.
I think it was the fourth time she woke up.
Yeah. Poor gal. She kept getting knocked out. So
Is she the knockout run character?
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I guess I did have one more pro, and that was the setting. You kind of mentioned the how pretty it was, but the derelict space station, I thought it stood out visually from some of the other alien film settings, while still retaining a lot of that, like it feels like a space, like a Weyland-Yutani spaceship that would be in that universe. But the really big empty except for the aliens, of course, space station that's like falling into the rings. I thought that was a really cool setting, and I appreciated it. So
I think one of my favorite things in the entire movie, and this might be sarcasm, it might not, I'm not really sure myself,
okay,
This is like the very very beginning once we meet our get to our planet, whatever it's called, and it's like mining colony, Earth rotation, days of sunlight, 0. It's like, okay, who cares?
I think it actually was hours.
It's
Hours of sunlight annually. 0.
It's like, what kind of weird detail is that? It's like when we're scouting out Pluto, we're gonna be like, but how many hours of daylight do they get? Oh my gosh, I thought that was so funny.
I did like the little mining colony. Like, I thought it looked good too.
I didn't think it looked that bad. They
Sets
were
and-
so eager to get out of there.
They
It's
were-
like, I don't know if this is that bad.
It gave me like some like very early on. I was like, "Ooh, this feels like Blade Runner." Like, there's one of like the flying Blade Runner cars.
Well, technically, doesn't Wayland Yutani like buy the Blade Runner company like
They
eventually
are
in the
connected.
In
the
the same
lore?
universe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get a tie-in. New
what's
spin-off.
happening?
These
So
rich-
Luke, at the end
rich
of the day,
boys.
you have a recommendation for
Um,
us?
I give it a Matthew McConaughey. I think this movie is probably only for Alien fans, and I can't promise that you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, even an Alien fan will enjoy it necessarily. That's fair.
It's also just hard, like, are you an Alien fan and you hate Prometheus? Are you an Alien fan and you love Prometheus?
Yeah.
Because it's like, that seems to be a pretty divisive barrier in the Alien fandom.
Yeah.
And then there's me that's just like, I like Aliens the best.
I mean, look, that's not an unpopular opinion. A lot of people like
I'm pretty
Aliens
generic in
the
my-
best.
Alien opinions. It's the only one that's not a slasher movie.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't like slasher movies, so... It's a war movie, man.
It is. It is.
Game over, man!
Real quick before I give my review, JT, welcome to the chat. JT says, I enjoy this movie. It will get added to my collection, and for reference, I only own Aliens, Alien, Prometheus, and... Bro, that's 4 out of 6. You don't only own...
4 out of 8.
The AVPs do not count. You're allowed to like AVP. They're not actually Alien movies.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. Alien vs. Predator is my third favorite Alien movie. It's probably my third favorite Predator movie, too.
If anything, they're Predator movies, but even then, I'd be like, I don't know.
They're not good,
No.
but man,
But they're fun.
they are so... Hold on. I haven't seen Requiem. Nobody actually has.
I saw it once. I can't honestly remember it.
You saw it? Like, you could see what was going on in that
Oh.
movie? Yes, I made the joke that everybody makes. But, should I watch Alien 3?
It has been a while, and actually, Stephanie and I are going to rewatch all of them, so...
They're all on Hulu.
Yeah,
so-
I know. So I'm going to re-up my Hulu to watch all those. And maybe catch up on The Bear. But...
Oh my gosh.
So maybe I'll watch it, and then I'll let you know.
I might just do Predator. You know what? No, I might not, because... So, out of, I'd say, the 3 big 80s... I think Alien came out in 79. We'll still call it 80s.
Yeah, might
Those
as well.
big 3 80s horror action franchises.
Mm-hmm.
We got Alien, Predator, and Terminator. I'm a Terminator guy. And that anime comes out in like a week.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm really excited for that.
Hyped. Real quick, I'm gonna give this a fanboy worthy. I am an Alien fan. I love this franchise, and so take that with like whatever grain of salt, I guess. I recognize where Luke's coming from, and I actually agree with him on quite a few of his points.
They just didn't bother you.
They just didn't bother me
like
as
they
much.
bothered me. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Movies.
I'm kind of with JT. I think this one will get added to my shelf, assuming it gets a physical release.
It should.
It will. It will.
I don't think they're that cruel yet at Disney.
Oh. Okay. So, yep, there's our Alien Romulus review.
Is this considered a rom-com? Because they're on the Romulus and they're...
Oh. Telling jokes.
There
Andy
was
tells lots of jokes.
There's a lot of dad jokes in this
There's a
movie.
lot of dad jokes in this one. Which I kind of dug. It was funny.
It's a rom-com.
I
thought they were okay.
They're intentionally bad jokes. But, like, again, just the chemistry and the relationships, like, I think it really works.
I just wanted Kaylee Spaney to smack the crap out of him and be like, stop this nonsense. We're in a high-intense situation. We need to go kill these aliens.
We are gonna die. Real quick before we move into news, just because it's a semi-related question, over in the chat, Baroque asks, Alien vs. Predator, Freddy vs. Jason, what two franchise baddies would you like to see duke it out?
Godzilla and Kong again.
How dare you? It's the worst option.
Is it?
I think those two movies are more successful than all of those beat 'em ups. So
You're not wrong.
they're actually good.
Can I see the... You know, you mentioned Terminator earlier.
Alien vs. Predator vs. Terminator?
Just all three. Just, yeah.
Dude.
Go all three. Why not?
Who wins though? Not humans.
That's the twist. Everyone dies, including all of them.
When they eventually make Alien vs. Predator again, I don't want the Predator to be the good guy. Because that's what comes across in Predator at the end. It's like,
yeah.
well, we have to... Human and Predator have to team up to beat the nasty xenomorph queen.
Right.
And it's like... Let's just watch the world end as these three fight. Come on.
I just assume you're going to get one shot at this.
This
make
feels
it epic.
I feel like Skynet way in the future is just like... I know how we can get Sarah Connor to die. Here's an alien. Here's a predator. Arnold, go just make sure everybody dies.
Skynet
Or
is
Robert
just...
Patrick.
What I need is whatever android is in that one to just like halfway through we'll do like a face reveal and it's just a predator underneath, or not excuse me, not a predator, a Terminator. Yeah.
Oh, you thought it was Wayland Yutani? Nope, Cyberdyne Systems.
JT in the chat says Loki versus a Dune worm.
Such a random pairing.
Interesting choice, JT. I'm
Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. That's what I want.
That's what you would call it.
The Snyder cut, the director's cut.
Whoa. Versus Wonder Woman. Versus
Warner Bros.
I was gonna say Doomsday, but Warner Bros. Works. That's practically the same.
As far as like Alien franchise though, personally, I would love to see them not be on a spaceship for the sixth time. That's one of the things I really enjoy about Prometheus and Covenant.
Yeah.
It's like we're in a grass field.
Mm-hmm.
It's super cool. I want to see one like on a snowy mountain.
Ooh. Could be interesting. AVP's in one of them is in Antarctica, right? Or both of them.
It's an Aztec pyramid.
Is it under the snow? I can't remember those movies.
It's in the snow, and they go down beneath Antarctica
right.
into a pyramid where humans would sacrifice themselves to aliens because they've been there the whole time.
Of course.
It's a horrible movie, and we love it.
But we have a lot of fun with it. So
Yes.
Indeed. Yeah, no, I guess, what would you want? What are some of the other things you would want from another Alien sequel? So,
Snow.
on a planet, in the snow.
Or like in
Snow.
It's just snow.
Maybe snow wouldn't be as good, but like a jungle. Because I know those pesky aliens are super wet. They're always wet.
Always dripping. So much from the mouth.
They need to get that looked at. I think that might be a problem.
Call up a dentist. Get the professional opinion.
You imagine being that dentist? Open your mouth. Now open your other mouth. Thank you. It's like, oh, you got a cavity.
We'll get that buttoned up for you real quick.
We're gonna have to pull it.
Oh no.
We can either save the tooth, send it to insurance, or we can just pull it out right now. Save you some time.
Save you some time.
Time and money.
I wouldn't mind. Again, this is going back to my like love of Prometheus.
Alien Awakening, isn't that what it was called before it was probably canned?
I think so.
I think that
sounds right.
I'm gonna look it up.
I want more with the engineers. I think
Just more of that story.
just more of that story. And just have it be kind of alien adjacent. I guess if we're talking like a proper Alien sequel, yeah, a different setting would be nice. I think it's okay to evolve the xenomorphs. That was one of the things I liked in both, especially in Prometheus, was seeing like an evolution of those, like, because it's before you get to the main xenomorph. So it's like here are like some intermediary creatures that like will become the xenomorph, which is what David is perfecting in Alien Covenant. Spoilers, I guess, if you haven't seen that.
Been a minute, but I've seen it. We're good.
But yeah, I just think
I just want
the idea of I want the. We know the engineers are out there doing something, seeding planets. It still feels like it's such a small.
Is that a euphemism?
Yeah. A small universe, right? Like, we have humans and we have xenomorphs and facehuggers, right? But, like, and we've seen some engineers, but, you know, maybe they're all dead now. Let's see another race or something like that, right? Like, maybe it's an human, it's not humanity, right? But it's probably not the predators, but, like, something else, and you could just have fun with that biology.
I'd like to see variations of the xenomorph, kind of like what they do in. I haven't seen it, so I can't say for sure. But it's in Alien 3 where it comes out of a cow or something.
Yeah, the dog.
Yeah, it was more like a animal version.
Yeah,
Like, what does a xenomorph look like when it comes out of different types of creatures?
creatures. Yeah.
So give me
How
like,
does the host creature affect what the xenomorph ultimately becomes? Yeah.
do that. And as far as facehuggers, I prefer facehuggers way more than xenomorphs. I think they're way scarier, way creepier. It's probably because they look like spiders
Yeah.
and hands, just like so you shove that thing down your throat.
Oh, there's a great shot in this where like someone's like holding it. Well, the one where like they're battling is like
You know, I did think it was interesting. I don't think they've ever said this in a movie or anything. Maybe they have. I don't know. Don't remember. But like they bring up like, it's strangling them.
Yeah, in the first one.
And it's like non-scientist Luke, who just loves watching nature documentaries, goes, "Oh, I bet it strangles them first because what do you do when you can't breathe? You open your mouth."
Oh, yeah.
So then they can do the nasty. And then they, do the nasty, actually. So it's like, But then at the same time, I don't want to learn too much about the aliens. Let's keep the mystery there, folks.
Yeah.
There's a bit in Romulus where they're just spouting off facts about them, and I'm like, no, stop. You're not making this interesting. Yeah, facehuggers are creepy.
Facehuggers are creepy. They're a wonderfully designed, terrifying creature.
And
Okay.
I want Geiger to keep, or not Geiger. I want the Predators to keep fighting people throughout history.
Yeah.
Like, give me Prey 2. I want to see him go. I want to see him go against some Vikings.
Did you see?
Just every like
It
point of
has
history.
such potential there.
Did you see Fetty wants to work with Trachtenberg on that?
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool.
So they like
I guess
the
they're friends.
director of Romulus wants to do AVP with the director of Prey
Yeah.
and like co-direct, which I think could be really cool.
I'd be down.
I'd be
man.
down too.
I will never turn down an AVP movie. Except Requiem. I've turned that down.
You've turned that down for quite a while.
I'll turn it down every time it's offered by the universe, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Nobody's really offering it to me.
No one's shoving that in your face anymore.
Nobody's going, know what movie you should watch? Alien vs. Predator Requiem. Because you can see everything the entire movie.
This isn't TNT in 2011.
That might be the best joke you've ever made.
Oh, boy.
That was awesome.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm just...
Oh, what a reference. That is incredible. I
Uh,
lived on TNT and AMC back in the day, man. It's good times.
Indeed. Okay, let's move over to some news real quick. I felt like it was a pretty quiet week, unless you guys have a lot, and I just missed things.
No, I don't have a lot, but I have one thing that's super cool and one thing that is kind of a joke, but not really.
Well, hit me with whatever one you want to do first.
Something that's super cool, Pacific Rim, getting a prequel series from the writer of Arrival.
Let's go!
Anything that's Pacific Rim, I'll take. I hope Guillermo is a producer,
Yeah,
or a
same.
writer, or maybe even
Some
a director.
part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Direct the pilot if possible.
That'd be nice.
That'd be super awesome. But yeah, super hyped for that. Giant robots rule. The thing that is a joke, but also kind of not. Disney can legally murder you and get away with it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not actually true. But if they murder you at
One of their
Disney
parks,
World,
yeah.
they can get no. Somebody had an allergic reaction at a Disney park.
After being told the allergens were removed.
Yeah. And unfortunately that person passed away.
Yeah.
And the husband was trying or made a lawsuit,
Sued, yeah.
and Disney, their defense is they agreed to the terms and services of Disney Plus, therefore we're not legally obliged to pay these people.
If that hasn't already been struck down, there's no way that actually holds up.
Yeah,
in court.
there's no way it holds up, but it's still...
But what a dumb, awful, like... Who on their team was like, this is a good idea?
Let's actually stick to this.
Just pay. It's like, we're very sorry for your loss. Yes, we'll pay.
Like, this has given them... Look, they're already full, like, have just a bunch of black eyes because they're being a big, dumb corporation. But, like, what a horrible PR week for them.
I thought it was fake when I saw it. And I think I looked at it for, like, maybe hours before I sent it to you guys.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this isn't real.
There's no
this
way
isn't
it's
real.
real,
This
right?
is debussing film, not discussing film.
Yeah.
It's like, no, James Gunn follows, skill up follow. No, it's not real. A couple hours go by. See it again. It's just like, what? It's unbelievable, and I can't believe that somebody would even suggest that. I hope they're fired.
Yeah.
I hope they're debarred.
Someone needs to, yeah.
That is just the most ridiculous thing, man. I can't.
Horrible.
But the joke online over the last couple weeks
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
Disney murdered my whole family. Got away with it because I just wanted to see Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian.
Oh, the internet worked fast on this one.
Dude, the internet is so fast. Trump got it shot at not even 10 minutes later. I was laughing at memes on the internet. It's just like, wow, this is funny as heck.
Just how it goes.
Speaking of Disney, they canceled The Acolyte.
Oh, really? Officially? I missed that news.
You know what?
It's canceled.
No comment.
Yeah, it looks like good.
No comment. I didn't say anything.
You said no comment, and you held to no comment.
No comment.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Always assume you're only going to get one season, and not that this didn't attempt to tell. I mean, the problem is it really didn't tell a full story. That's not the only problem with this.
Where the feet go?
With that show.
No, it keeps... Sorry.
But I do think, like, a lot of shows... Look, it was way too expensive. I think we talked about the budget for this.
180,
it was just
200?
Insane.
Per episode?
No.
No.
Total.
That's
No.
insane.
But, like,
Oh my goodness.
a lot of shows a lot of shows, unless you have someone like Craig Mazin show running it or writing it, right? Like, are gonna take a season to get their feet underneath them. And so I think a cheaper season 1 that's maybe a little more focused. I still agree with what I had said earlier, which is I wouldn't mind a season 2 of this, just because I think season 1 allowed them to figure out what they're doing, and I think a season 2 could have been greatly improved. At the same time, I'm not terribly sad about it either. Yeah. The one thing, other thing I guess I will say is I hope it didn't get canceled just because angry fanboys were loud online. I don't think that's the only reason. There were plenty of angry fanboys about Andor, and it got a season 2.
I was pretty angry at first, and now it's like the best show that they've done.
He's reversed his position.
I will stand by that. The first 2 episodes of that show were so bad, and it did no services. Thankfully, though, it got good.
It got good. So I don't know, like, yeah, I do think there are some characters in that show in Acolyte that you could have had some interesting storytelling with, but at the same time, I am also like the person who's like, you don't need to spell out every little mystery of the universe that you're setting your stories in, and that was going to explore some pretty potentially important and big like mysteries that still exist in Star Wars, especially regarding the Sith, and so I'm okay that those get to just remain mysteries. So
I think the only way they could have salvaged it was with like a complete overhaul
like
of
a
the
whole
team.
new showrunner, and
Yeah, and I don't think they were willing to work that hard for something that wasn't successful. So
yeah.
plus there was, even if they did do that, like there was such just bad vibes around the show online.
Oh yeah. No,
and I don't think a lot of people understand show running and writing. They're just like, this show's bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. This last week, Deadpool and Wolverine officially became the highest grossing R-rated film of all time. It had broken some records last week, and then now it's broken the big one for at least an R-rated film. So, congratulations.
I wonder if an R-rated movie will
93
ever...
years?
93 years?
What's the line? No, or is it till you're 90?
I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Yeah, Tyler's knows. Till you're 90.
Do you think an R-rated movie will ever become the highest grossing movie ever?
No.
What if it did, though? What would it be?
What would it be?
It would be a
An
war.
R. The,
It'd be a war film.
The 5th R-rated Avatar.
Oh, there we go.
Dude, don't tempt me with that.
Like they've done.
Sounds
They've
awesome.
done the first 4 films. It's like, this is the finale. We're making it R. Everyone will go see it. Doesn't matter.
Passion of the Christ, too. It's in development, isn't it?
I mean, I think it was. I don't
Isn't
know.
Psycho
Is it
Mel out there
still?
doing something weird with it? Or?
Probably.
News story. Bully. We talked about Bully last week. Is rated and seemingly going to come out on Xbox and PlayStation 5.
Why won't they upgrade Red Dead 2?
Why would you not just make Bully? Or make a Bully 2? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why
Well,
they're
like,
not doing
GTA 5 got upgraded for next-gen consoles.
that. It did. Maybe they don't feel like it needs it.
It doesn't need it, but it would be pretty cool.
It'd be pretty sick.
That game would,
Would
look
be
so good.
pretty good.
I've actually been playing that this week.
Great game.
We were talking about it last week, and I, like, couldn't take it anymore. I was like, I've got to go conquer the Old West, man. Or I guess the Old East.
Dude, it's so good.
Southeast?
Southeast.
Well, that's a great
in New Orleans.
transition to what we've been up to this week, unless you guys have any other news stories.
I had one more, but I can't find it now. I remember reading it earlier.
You gotta write them down, sir.
I usually do. I did a bad job. Oh, Dragon Age of Veilguard got its release date.
Is it tomorrow?
October 31st.
Oh, okay.
Halloween.
Yeah.
The worst
Interesting.
holiday. Ooh, no, come at me.
Yeah, I was gonna say shots fired there.
I think my kid would argue with you. Bryn loves spooky stuff. She's all about scary things. I don't know. It's weird.
Nice.
Always wants Halloween themed things. She wants to read the book about the haunted cabin every night. Like, whatever, man.
Love it.
Great for me. I like scary movies.
Yeah, I was
so
gonna say, yeah.
it's perfect.
Lean into it.
I don't
Embrace
like
it.
when there's just people out and about and they're walking down the road and I'm driving. It's like, I'm thinking about hitting you.
How many points?
We all play that game. Don't pretend you don't.
Yeah, right. What have you guys been up to this week?
Luke, just keep it moving, big dog.
I watched Furiosa last night.
Nice.
The movie rips.
Did you watch it because of the Corridor Crew had visual effects artist React talked about it this weekend?
No, I
No?
watched it because
Okay.
it released this weekend on Max.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Ooh,
That's fair.
Dana would probably want to watch that one.
Oh, dude, it's so good. I love that movie. Now I want to watch Fury Road again. It's
It's a
just
cycle.
Fury Road, man, so good. I should watch Furiosa. Oh, Furiosa was so good. I should watch Fury
You
Road.
just get stuck in this loop for like 3 years of watching those two movies.
Oh darn, what a horrible loop. Until Mad Max: The Wasteland eventually comes out in like 20 years. Tom Holland is playing
Oh my gosh.
Mad Max now.
Max.
He's Max Rockatansky.
That's so funny.
Nice. Is that it?
I started the Dragon Prince season 6.
But yeah, there's a new season. I don't think I've watched season 5.
I'm about halfway through it.
It is crazy that show is now at 6 seasons. I feel like we were just getting a season 4.
I feel like the problem was in their marketing. I've never really forgiven them for that.
I've never seen a trailer for season 4, 5, or 6. It just shows up on my Netflix feed.
Yeah.
But
They
I'm
like renamed it. It's Mystery of
Avros.
Avros. And I'm like, nope. For whatever reason, I'm like, I don't care about that as much. I know it's like the same story.
yeah,
but
it's there's like a time jump. They're a little older now.
older. Yeah.
But season 4 was kind of a stumble, but season 5 and season 6 so far been good. I'm about halfway through.
I need to
I've
watch.
been liking it.
I need to watch. Get there eventually.
Nice.
Cool. Tyler?
So I've been on like a comic reading kick. Right now I am reading a book called Fantastic Four 1, 2, 3, 4 by Grant Morrison.
Ooh.
Super interesting. It's about Doom using the desires of each of the Fantastic Four members to eventually defeat them. It's pretty neat. Grant Morrison, weird pairing for Fantastic Four.
I mean, weird guy.
He's a very strange guy. But like I don't necessarily think of dark stories when I think of the Fantastic Four, and this one's pretty dark. So so far so good. I'm about done. I'll probably finish it next time I sit down to read. So.
When you read Doom, do you get RDJ vibes?
Yeah, big time. Big time. Great casting choice, honestly. I don't know why they ever considered anybody else. It's kind of stupid that they would even think somebody else should play the character. A character who always has a mask on and you never see his face. RDJ's perfect. Great job, guys. Terrible decision. And I didn't quite get to finish My Adventures with Superman, but I am very close to the finish line. Can't wait to
Nice.
finish that up. Really enjoying it. Really like what they're doing with Supergirl.
Yeah,
Really
dude.
cool little change to her, circumstantial arrival to Earth and kind of
Her past.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. Again, that show continues to take liberties on origin stories that work really well. It's like if you're gonna take the swing, you're either gonna nail it and people are gonna love it, or you're gonna bomb it and everybody's gonna hate it. And so far, like the swings they've taken, they've nailed them all. Like it's really good. So yeah, no, I'm really enjoying that show still. And otherwise, just been getting down on a college football and building these teams, man.
And soon, real football.
And soon, real football. Yeah, next weekend.
Crazy.
We got a few games next weekend in 0 week. I got Florida State, Georgia Tech in Ireland. That'll be really fun.
It's interesting.
They played in Ireland last year too, but it was two different teams. It was like Northwestern and Notre Dame, I think.
Notre Dame makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I think they just made it like a yearly game, and so they're just going to rotate teams.
Florida
through.
State Seminoles, not so much.
Yeah, just kind of an odd choice. Georgia Tech, Yellow Jackets. Technical school, super smart guys. Not great for recruiting.
I
college
hope
football,
the
I'll tell you.
I hope the Seminoles is the home team, so they can watch the Seminole Warrior go out there and just throw the spear down in the middle. I don't care at all about college football, but that is awesome.
The pageantry.
That just theirs. I don't
Yeah.
even care about anybody else's. Just the let's go. It's like I don't care for this team, but I'm hype.
Yeah, that's what I did. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. I downloaded Call of Duty on Game Pass
Oh.
and played like 3 matches. I don't know what happened to that game. Like, look, it feels good to play. Call of Duty always feels good. Like, the gunplay feels tight. It feels clean. But, like, I was on this map, and it was covered in, like, muscle fibers and blood. And It was
What?
a map from Modern Warfare 2, but they had, like... Yeah, no, it gets weirder. And then you remember, like, Terminal, the one at the airport?
Yeah, yeah.
It's, like, apocalyptic and covered in, like, a swarm of locusts and stuff. And I was like, what are we doing here? Like, when did... I know when. It's when Warzone came out, they wanted to sell skins, and they were doing the whole Fortnite thing. Like, I got killed by a fish man at one point. A-Train was my teammate shooting people.
And Nicki Minaj in that game.
Nicki Minaj is in the game. Homelander killed people near me.
Is Engineer Jesus in it?
I don't think so. Not
Oh,
yet,
man.
at least. I
That's
think
the skin I would
the
get.
characters from Diablo are in it. Like, I don't know, man. That game is... Call of Duty's weird now. So, yeah, I uninstalled it. I was just
Crazy.
curious
Until 6 comes out.
if I still have Game Pass at that point.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Like, I'm considering getting rid of it because all I play is college football now. I am going to play another game, though, in September. I'm going to play Space Marine 2. I'm really excited for that.
Nice.
I'm going to play Outlaws. It's not on Game Pass. But
Next
I'm just
week?
gonna play it. Yeah.
You have to I'm
next-
excited to hear how you feel about it.
Next week is kind of ridiculous. Because Outlaws is coming out. The Terminator show is coming out.
Yep.
Paralympics are starting.
You'll be busy.
And Rings of Power 3 episodes are jumping.
Oh, that's
Oh my gosh,
right.
yeah.
It's going to be a wild weekend.
That drops next Thursday, right?
I don't...
The 29th?
Yes. And to avoid spoilers, yes, I
next
will be
Thursday.
watching all 3 in one night. It's because the internet won't allow me to
Yeah, all right.
avoid it.
I will not be able to do that, but I will be watching all 3 that weekend.
Yeah. What did I do? I downloaded Alien Isolation. It was on sale.
Is it good?
I've played about 90 minutes. And it's been good.
Have you been scared?
Not really yet. I've just gotten to the part where like you first meet the alien.
You have a gun?
No, not yet.
Flamethrower?
No. In fact, I don't have any weapons yet.
Taser?
I am having to deal with. I'm at the point where like
Do you
I'm
have a
having
bottle
to
of water?
deal with other people who are still on the space station.
Ugh, people.
Like
Fight them?
yeah,
Like
or
with your fists?
you have like a ratchet you can hit them in the head with.
Dude, I'll rock somebody with a ratchet.
But you have even on like very easy because I set this to easy.
That's
You don't have a lot of health. It's a survival game,
Yeah, I've heard
right?
you
So
die
like
a lot playing it.
it is you're not going to be running around guns blazing. You are supposed to sneak and figure out how to solve puzzles and get through things.
It's Alien Isolation, not Aliens Isolation.
Right.
Not a war game.
Just so this is like a slasher.
Anything
Remember,
can
fire
be
in short bursts.
anything can be a war game with the right mindset.
With the right mindset. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, I'm glad I picked. It was on sale for $10.
$10. I saw like if you wanted all of the DLCs, it was like
It's like
12.
yeah.
$12.49 or something like
Yeah,
that. I was
13
like,
after tax
That
or
might
whatever.
just be worth having just to have.
Yeah. So that's been fun. I've been editing our latest short film. That's been a lot of work and very tiring, but it's going along. It's good. So
Nice.
I'm having fun with that. So yeah.
Sick.
Other than that, I've been playing a little bit of Halo: The Master Chief Collection.
Nice.
I have a college buddy who hit me up and was like, "Hey, you want to play some multiplayer?" So I got Game Pass so I could play online. For
You need
a month.
Game Pass to play online with
You have
Master
to
Chief
Game
Collection?
Pass Core. Yeah.
At least the core,
Okay,
because they changed how that all is structured.
gotcha.
See, that's part of why I don't want to cancel my Game Pass because I'm still
Yeah,
at
if
the
you're
$16.99.
If you're using if
Like,
you're
I'm
using
still
it for online
grandfathered
play, then yeah. But anyways, yeah, we've been playing a lot of Halo 3, and that's been a lot of fun.
Nice.
So, good times.
Overkill.
Playing Halo 3 multiplayer over Infinite multiplayer?
Double kill.
He has MCC. He doesn't. I need to try and convince him to get
Let's say it's
download.
free.
I know. I'm not sure. He's playing on PC, so I'm
Oh,
not sure
okay.
his PC can actually handle
Like,
it.
run it, yeah.
But because he's not like a gamer, like his PC is not built to
Gamer.
as a gaming PC.
Gotcha.
But anyways, good times. Good times.
Cool,
All right. I think that's going to wrap us up for this week.
Lord.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week when we definitely be talking about Rings of Power. So
Yeah. Let's
first-
piss off
first
the
3
internet,
episodes, so.
baby.
We'll see you then.
Let's go.
Bye-bye.
Too late. It's already.